Second Nature for Children is in the house. Coach, how you doing?
Great, man. Great as always. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing absolutely great. Once again, hope everybody doing well. Like I said, Coach, I noticed that when we do certain videos, we not listening. I don't even say about sharing and liking and all of this anymore, subscribing. We not trying to do anything. We're not trying to share this information with anyone, man. So, and people ask me a lot, say, well, if you say that grown folks are not listening, or
Podcast, man.
and let you get through with that. Let me hear you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay,
God
okay,
damn.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna jump right into it, man. And here's another one that could have been a series. Last week we did one that definitely could have been a series, but this another one that definitely could have been a series, but we just gonna do it in one show. But I want to talk to you about it and let you share with me how to solve, and this is how I titled it, how to solve 99% of Black problems. That's how I
Okay.
titled it. How to solve. We got a lot of problems, we got a lot of issues, we got a lot going on, and a lot of times a lot of us don't see it. And I'm talking about the problems that we bring on ourselves. I'm talking about those problems that we
True,
bring on
true, true.
ourselves. So first, let's start with the obvious. Let's start with the obvious.
Turn
That's
this
a lot
joint
of
up.
us just don't see. And the first thing I have to talk about that'll solve a lot of our problems, and I would say 99% if we just take care of ourselves physically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
just it's so obvious that a lot of us don't see it, but we're not doing well physically. Something is wrong. But we don't realize that if we begin to take care of ourselves physically, it'll take care of a lot of our problems. But because we don't understand that without your health, you have
Mm.
nothing. Yeah, you have nothing.
Let
Uh,
me just say this too,
say
man.
it.
And if you're taking care of yourself physically, I cannot see just stopping there because it's going to transcend the other areas of your life. You know what I mean? So it might start there, but it's going to transcend in other areas in your life, man. And I don't think people look at it like that. They just look at taking care of self physically as, oh, just working out. I don't want to work out. But trust me, it just starts there. The benefits are greater than you being in just a physical shape. You sharper mentally. I'm telling you. Trust and believe, man. But go ahead, man.
And jump in just like you just did because that's so important that they get that it's more than just, oh, you just want me to work out, want me to do that for the benefits of physical fitness that
Yeah.
helps you in all the areas of your life. It's so important. And I'm sure we got a video out there already speaking on it, but it's so important in the benefits of working out. Another one would solve a lot of problems, Coach, is I would say this right here. If we just take care of our minds, yeah. If we begin to take care of our minds and start thinking and making better decisions, if we address any trauma that we may be dealing with, and first of all, we have to admit that something is wrong. We have to admit
That's
something.
that's that's the hard part right there, man.
Yeah. If you want to solve a lot of problems in your life, you got to admit something is wrong, and then you got to be willing, and then you got to learn how to heal from it. That'll solve a lot of our problems. We talking about solutions tonight. That'll solve a lot of our problems. And if you learn to live by good standards and set some do's and don'ts in your life. We just getting rid of
Yeah.
the obvious things first. And if you just stand on some principles in life and use that discipline that's in you and that consistency that's in you and that tenacity to learn how to fight when things get a little rough, because it's always gonna get rough when it's time for you to advance and go to another level in life. You're gonna face challenges. If we can just tap into that right there, and if we could just show ourselves self-love if we could begin to show ourselves self-love, it
Man,
coach, it'll show enough, it'll solve a lot of problems in our life, man. It really will. And if you are having, here's a tough one right here. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. It's tough. If you are brave enough, if you're brave enough to be honest with yourself or someone else, if you're brave enough to be truthful to yourself, to be truthful to someone else, it may cause a problem from the beginning with you being honest or being truthful, but it gives you a chance to resolve whatever it is. Because if you don't go ahead on and be honest with yourself or be honest with someone or to be truthful, what it's going to do is that problem going to keep coming up.
yeah, or compound, get worse, stacked up. So yeah.
Mm. And so I want you to jump in again, coach, because I'm going to go through some things that I want to share. If you're not ready to carry on in any part of life, where you're getting ready to do something and you're not ready to carry the responsibility or to be accountable for it, don't do it. Don't you know having children too soon or having children when you're not ready or doing certain things when you're not ready for that responsibility or that accountability of it? Don't you know that'll solve a lot of problems if we just sit down and think before we do certain things? Solve a lot of problems. And I'm gonna go through these things here, coach, and I want you to jump in at any time.
That's cool.
Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you.
Like I said, I don't do the back and forth, man. I'm not gonna do it, you know, especially trying to explain something that's elevating me. No, I'm not gonna do it. Just watch, you see. Just
Okay,
watch, you see.
okay, okay. That'll solve a lot of problems if we start going back and forth with folks. Because you got some folks just don't want to hear they whether you right or not, they don't care. So just stop going back and forth. Another one, if you want to solve a lot of problems, you got to protect your peace as an
Man,
individual.
that's
Protect your peace, like it's your
yeah.
yeah, like it's your most expensive possession in life because it is. Protect your peace, and that's why myself. If we not doing certain things, I don't care who you are. If I don't meet another person for the rest of my life, if we are not doing something positive to make a difference, there's no need for really for us to meet. That's where I'm at in my life.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's where
I'm
I'm
down
at.
with that for real. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just don't need to meet. I don't know for what. For what? If we're not doing something positive, taking care of our mind, bodies, and soul, or doing something to help children, uh, yeah. Hey, how you doing? I'm always be cordial, but our conversations are not the same. Our mindset is not the same. So, there's no need. I'm at that point where there's no need unless what's the need for us to come together? So that's where I'm at. You got anything you want to share, Coach, before I go on?
I keep going, keep going. I'm gonna jump in periodically.
Walk away the moment you feel disrespected. It'll solve a lot of problems. If you
Yeah, yeah. Uh, on that, man, I'm glad I've evolved so much so that you know, I can see it coming even before it get there. Because not only I see it coming, but I already see in my mind my reaction, which is ugly. So I try to, ease on some way, shape, or form, man, because I'm telling you, it's gonna cost money and it cost me time. And I try to enjoy what I got.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying? So hey man,
absolutely.
you got it. You got it.
Absolutely, coach. And I
You
want you
know?
to understand that it'll solve a lot of problems if we could just walk away. from being disrespected, because one of the reasons you need to walk away, as Coach said, so it don't get ugly, because it's about to get ugly. You
Yeah, and
understand?
it can cost
If
you, man. It can
and
cost
the consequences of what may
you. Yeah,
happen. You understand what I'm
it's gonna
saying?
cost you.
And
Yeah.
another reason you have to walk away is because you teach people how to treat you by what you allow for them
Great.
to do. You
True.
want
True. Yep. 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 Yep.
you understand what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
So that another reason, get away so the disrespect don't get crazy. You have to face consequences and get away from it, because if they do it one time and do it two times, whatever you allow them to do, they're gonna keep doing it to you.
Doing it. Yep.
So we got to be very careful with that right there. If we think about this right here, spend less time, listen to this, coach. Spend less time reacting and more time observing,
Observer.
because most chaos, it dies without your attention.
Mm.
Just think about that. When somebody going on and on about you, just going on, if you don't respond back to it, it'll just die down. It don't even address it, because they want it to keep going. See, they disturbed about something. Don't you know a lot of problems if you just let that chaos, just let it, but no, 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 no. Shit, I got to get it back. I got to get him back. He can say it this, she can say it. No, no. It's been times that people can say things about me. Coach, I want to come back so bad. I want to come back so bad.
I've been there.
I want
And
to
I
come
did
back
come back too.
to.
I've been there.
You see what I'm
I'm getting a
saying?
whole lot better. I ain't
There you
through
go.
yet,
But
but
but we
a
we
whole
all know.
lot
That's why I
better.
say
Yeah,
it's so
yeah,
many
yeah,
areas. We
yeah,
always on the construction. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
We
yeah,
always we'll never
yeah.
get there. So we always have to work on ourselves. All of us. We always so absolutely. It's been times I wanted to come back so bad. Yeah, yeah. Seen things said about me, seen, but I'm just gonna let that chaos die down. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna keep it going, because who's putting it out there is the one that's disturbed.
Yeah. And then do you as an individual, and that's what discernment come into. Because you know you're being rational with this person and they taking it somewhere else, you're like, okay, okay. And you just kill it there because you know, okay, something's up with this person. Let me just kill it right here. Okay, okay, you got
And saying
it.
that right there, you have to be careful too, that you don't feed into someone else's trauma, something that they haven't healed from. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You got to
Mm-hmm.
be very careful that you don't feed into someone else's trauma. And once you learn how to do that, it'll definitely solve a lot of problems. And I want you to think about this. This will help solve a lot of problems too, that we have to choose discipline over motivation. Think
Mm-hmm.
about that. Yeah. We have to choose discipline over motivation, because one builds empires, discipline, while the other one fades with different moods. Whatever mood you in, you may not be motivated to do it right now.
Good, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You may, yeah, we'll solve a lot of problems in our life if we work more on discipline than motivation. Because when you're working on motivation, you basically just working on feelings and emotions. I'm not something that you need to do. Discipline will take you to do it regardless of how you feel.
Feel, yeah.
You
I got
understand?
you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
so yeah, yeah. So motivation is shit. I ain't motivated to do it today. I just don't. I just don't feel it today. It'll solve a lot of our problems if we get caught up more in discipline than motivation. And one thing we have to learn how to do that to solve a lot of our problems, that I'm glad you working on, coach, that you working on. We got to control our emotions. We got to
Man,
control. We got to, yeah,
I've
that's a tough one.
I've gotten a whole lot better, man. I'll be
We,
honest with you.
we got to
I'm
control.
proud to say that too. I've gotten a whole lot better, man. I used to snap off, man, at a drop of a hat, bro. Drop of a hat. And willing to take it to wherever it gotta go. You know what I mean? But now it's like, man, I don't know, somebody had a hand on me. It was guided and protected. But I've been some stuff that could have gone different, man. cost me a whole lot. So yeah, yeah, man.
And just think about it. I want you to think about this right here. Losing control. Like I say, I ministered in the prison system for 22 years, where I covered what they call the most notorious jail in the country, and that's Wright Street here in Atlanta, 901 Wright Street, as a matter of fact. And I covered that 6 North, and I covered that 7 North. And I'm dealing with all of these guys for 22 years, over thousands and thousands of killers uh, that lost their emotions. They got
Yeah,
out of control, and did something crazy. And we have to make sure that we learn how to control our emotions and don't try to control people. You understand? Because power is in the response, not the
yeah,
reaction.
true, true.
They got to get that. It's in the response because you responding a certain way, just like you said a little earlier, the consequences that come with it, if something happened to the person or persons or whatever on how you responded to them, now you got to pay the price for it. So we have to learn how to control our emotions. And then another thing we have to do, because we can do a video on this, and this will help solve a lot of problems with people issues too. We got to stop expecting honesty from people who lie to themselves. Think about that.
You gotta say that again. You gotta say that one
I
again,
just, I
man.
just want you to understand this will solve a
Gotta say
lot.
that again. That's a t-shirt, man. That's a t-shirt right there,
That's a
man.
t-shirt right there, ain't it?
Yes, sir. That's a t-shirt right there.
We got to stop expecting honesty from people who lie to themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to think about that. I want them to think about that. And we have to learn to be okay with being misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Misunderstood. Yeah.
We
I
have
saw a
to,
piece popped up today in regards to I'm paraphrasing, but it talk about you are displaying growth when you accept the fact that you are not liked. You know what I'm saying? That's a person displaying growth. Like, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
so that's powerful.
Yeah.
And by you saying that, yeah, you got to learn to be okay with being misunderstood.
Yeah.
Because when you begin to make that change in life, most of the people that you're around, they're not going to understand it.
No, no,
Yeah, they're
no.
not going to understand it. And when you're working to change for the better, a lot of times, then a lot of people start saying, "Oh, you think you all of that?" Or you
Well,
think,
yeah.
yeah, just because I
That,
want
that
that.
that that means because they're behind, you know, later on they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But right now they're behind. They can't see it for what it is. Can't see you for
Mhm.
who you are. You know what I mean? A person can really see you for who you are and say, hey man, keep going, bro. I see what you're
Absolutely.
doing. Keep going. Yeah, definitely. You know. Yeah. So
Yeah, and that comes with growth, and that comes with if somebody going to respond and let you know that to keep doing what you're doing. Somewhere along the lines, like a growth may be coming to them as well, or they may be already at that point.
yeah.
They inspiring you to, hey, I see the change in you. You understand? I see the change in you, and that's what trips me out a lot of times. That when people are just out of control, especially on social media, when people just really out of control, and then you got other people cheering them on as well. So that's that same
They're just lost, man. They
that's that
lost
same
just like
yeah
that, man. It's
yeah
like,
yeah
come on, man.
that's that
Yeah,
same
yeah.
mindset. That's someone that's lost. And another thing that will really help us out a lot, and we have to be careful with clarity isn't old to anyone. You don't have to, when you put it out there, you don't have to keep trying to explain to nobody. Just like
Mhm.
we just talking about, hey, we trying to do the right thing. We trying to take our life to another level. I've told you what I'm doing. And so I don't have to keep trying to explain. If you don't see it, then you don't see it.
Yeah, yeah.
So clarity don't have to be explained to everybody. And then another thing we got to understand is right here. It'll really help us out. Time is more valuable than money. I know
Man. Yep.
we don't get that one.
And a t-shirt. Hey man, we gotta get
Co-
some shirts and some, yeah, man. Just
You understand?
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
around and doing some reading and studying and looking at some things,
Mhm.
man, and just picking up some things. And I'm like, wow. And I'm hoping people think that. time, and we got to get it because we always after that money, after that money, after that money. You're not
Yep.
thinking about your time, and then a lot of time we should be so thankful because every day, people who thought that they was going to be doing something the next day die
They're out
every
of here.
day,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
every day.
Definitely. We don't know that time. We don't know that hour, man. So definitely. And that's why whatever's you got in your mind, say it to some people. Man, say it. Say it, get it off your chest. Certain things you're pursuing. Go ahead and pursue it, man. Because you never know. You never know, man. You don't want to be, I better get up out of here. Oh man, I wish I'd done this, that, that. No. Some things you probably would not accomplish. So I get that. But you don't want a long list. You know what I'm saying? You want to say, okay, at least
Absolutely,
I did most of what I want
absolutely,
to do. Yeah. 'Cause you never know
absolutely.
what time. Yeah, definitely, man.
I want people to understand this too. This will solve a lot of problems that most friends, and I'm put that in quotation marks, most friends won't stay forever. So
No, that's true. Yeah.
I want you to understand
You
that.
live life long enough, you know that.
I
You
want
know that.
some
Yeah.
folks is falling out with folks, man. Listen, they may not be meant to
Yeah.
ride with you forever, you know.
Forever. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Some that the old saying, some people come for a reason, some people come for a
A
season.
season.
That's
Yeah.
real. You understand? So,
Yeah.
and that's why we have to be very careful with that word friend, because you really don't know what that person or what their motive, what their true motive is.
Mm.
It takes time when you if you want to use that word friend, it takes time to find that friend. You got to been and went through some stuff, and I'm talking about it got to be thick and thin. You got to
Then
go, yeah, yeah. You got to go through some thick stuff, and you got to go through some thin stuff, and you got to see who's really with. It's a lot of work to find that friend. So be very careful because most folks that you call your friend, they won't be with you forever. And I want you to understand that this right here help a lot of us. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. And no one is coming to save you from the religious sector, from you going to get in trouble and you keep getting in trouble. No one is coming to save you. Whatever need to be done, whatever help you need, it's on you. Go get your help. Because whether you know it or not, and you could go to Webster Dictionary, that young man you see beside me, Coach Barnett, and myself, we are saviors. Go get the dictionary. It's just someone who comes to help. That's all it is. And that's all we're doing. We're just two people that's coming to help. Yeah. For the religious folks who Christianity wise and the different religions who's waiting on someone. I don't know anyone who's waiting on anybody more than the Christianities waiting on Jesus' return. But just think, that guy right there and myself, you see us, we're here. We're giving you the information. Yeah, we're giving you the information. So stop waiting. If you're waiting on someone to save you for whatever is going on in your life, listen, just get to work until he get here then. Just do that. Don't sit
mm.
around and wait. Just start working until he get here.
I think that's a tough pill for some people to swallow, man.
It is.
That is it's whatever's on your shoulder, that's you gotta deal with that. You have to deal with it. You just can't, I mean, you have to do your part. Let me say it like that. Because I've known instances in my life where the situation or the circumstance feels so insurmountable that I'm like, man, I'm gonna just do my part. And once I did that, other things started just falling into place. So hey, you still gotta do something, man.
You got to do
And it
something.
starts, I'm telling you, it starts with your mind too. If it's something you're trying to accomplish, if you don't see it up here, come on, man. You got to see it. You got to lock it in. Every day you spend a little time thinking about it. When you wake up, maybe when you go to bed or whatever, while you sitting around lunchtime, daydreaming, what have you. Yeah, man, think about that. That whatever you're trying to accomplish, I'm telling you, it works, man. It works.
And I just told a group of kids that the other day that if you can't see it, you can't be it. You
And that's
got it.
real, man.
That's real.
Real.
Even if
That's
the coach that was sitting there, he said, "Whoa, coach." I ain't never, yeah, 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 yeah. I was at
I'm
one of the
telling you,
centers. He
man.
said, "Whoa." I
Hmm.
never. I said, "Whoa." That's for real. If you can't see
Yep.
it, you can't be it. You got to learn how to use that third eye, and you got to go mentally. You got to be able to see yourself doing it before it even
Yep.
happened.
And it's a scary situation when you see it and then later on you're going through it. There's a place you wanted to go to, whatever. It's scary because you're like, man, I can't believe that I saw this before it happened.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So it's that deep, man. For real, for real. You got to see it,
You
man.
got to be able to see it. Another thing, coach, that'll help a lot of us, coach, if we could just come out of that comfort zone, because that comfort zone, it kills dreams. I hope
Yeah.
everybody understand what I'm saying. That comfort zone will put you in a place where you know you need to be progressing or moving forward, but you can got comfortable.
Well, we can see what's going on around us, right? Most of us are not entrepreneurs. Let's be honest. Most of us are working bees. Okay, fine. You see companies consolidating, laying off, you know what I mean, shutting down. So you got to upgrade your skills, be it certification, what have you, so you can pivot. If you find yourself in that dilemma, that's just real, man. You got to be observant what's going on around you, you know. And I'm there. I might as well throw in live below your means, man.
Yeah,
Live below your means, man. Come on, man. Live below your means. You need that cushion, man. You need that cushion, you know.
that's true story. You need some, and we don't think about that sometimes. We need some just in case money put up. That's what I
Yeah.
call it. You need some just in case money put up, and a lot of us, we don't have it, and that's sad.
The year
Another,
just started. What is it, UPS? UPS supposed to be cutting some folks
it's
off.
it's a couple of companies talking about cutting some
Home
folks
Depot, I
off.
think too.
It's some,
The headquarters here. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
Come on, man.
Yes,
Serious.
sir. Yes, sir.
It's real, man.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
year
sir.
just started.
Yes,
Come on,
sir.
yo.
Got to get it
So
together. And what'll solve a lot of our problems, we have to remember this right here. Silence is better sometimes than an answer. Yeah, just let that go.
yeah.
Silence is sometimes your best answer. Just something to think about.
Sometimes I find silence is louder too.
It's louder. Absolutely.
Silence is
Yeah,
louder.
it's louder.
You
It
know.
is. I want them to get that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
how the silence can be louder
Hmm.
than you answering. That's absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope they get that. It could solve a lot of problems if they understand that. And I want them to understand this right here. Skills matter more than degrees.
Proof is in the pudding right now. People just look around. Just look around. Proof is in the pudding right now. Right now. You ain't got that crazy amount of debt that you got to pay back. And by the way, they going after folks for their money, tuition money now. They garnishing your wages. Man, we just getting into February. The year just started, people. It's that serious, man. Get you a trade, get you some sort of certification, man. It costs you a whole lot of money. But at the back end, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off, man. That's where we are right now.
Mm.
Let's look around, man.
This will help some folks too if they get this right here, coach. Regret hurts more than failure. Think about that. Regret hurt more than failure. Don't get to the point where you know that you should have took that chance at something.
Chance. Hi.
Don't get to that point.
Mm.
And with that gone, that opportunity that that's gone. Whether you would have went for it, made it, or didn't make it, but
But you know
don't
you
get
you
to
did it. You did, yeah.
right. You
Right.
know you did it. You know, and that's hurting a lot of folks. Because whether you know it or not, a lot of folks are sitting back saying, "Damn, if I just would have, that regret hurt." Because now you
Uh,
don't know. That could have been
uh,
it for you.
well, I'm gonna say it like this for me. I'm glad I took that chance. I won't be here spitting here with you. I'm gonna say that, man. And that's how much years ago? uh Over 47 years ago, man.
See that?
That's real, man.
That's I hope they get that.
Yeah.
Go for it. You know it sounds right and you feel it. Go
Yeah.
at least go for it. You know what I'm saying? You know it's the right, go for it. Another thing, stop worrying about the future. They did a study that 85% of things that people worry about end up
Yeah.
just smoothing out anyway. It ends up just moving out. So stop worrying about the future. And then another thing, stop looking for other people to make you happy.
Good luck with that.
Coach, a lot of folks right now are upset, having problems with folks because they expecting their happiness to come from somebody else.
And that's their fault. That's their
That's
fault because I always say you have the power. People can add to your happiness or they can take away. Now you got to decide now. You allow them to add, but don't allow them to take away. That's your decision. That's on you, man. You make you happy. You got to be the one to make you happy. They can add to it. So yeah.
another one, Coach. You got to cut toxic people loose. I know, yeah, I know. It'll solve so many problems. That bad relationship with friend,
Mm,
family, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whatever. You got to get that toxic
yeah,
relationship.
man.
Yeah, you got to cut that loose. That'll solve a lot of your problems, whether you know it or not. And you got to accept this right here. You got to accept sometimes life is just unfair.
Oh,
Some
oh, definitely. Yeah. You live long enough, you realize it. Yeah.
you got to accept it's
Yeah.
just sometimes it 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 it'll solve a lot of your problems. You worrying and you keep worrying about wondering why this have what. Sometimes life it just ain't it's just unfair. It just sometimes it's just the way it is. You understand? It's just the way it is, and we have to learn. This will solve a lot of problems too if we just learn how to turn pain into lessons.
But at the end of the day, that's what it really is, though. You know, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Just like, disappointment, you might want something to happen when you want it to happen, and it doesn't happen. You tripping out. But wait a minute, you don't know. Were you
Mm,
really ready for that?
mm,
Just think about, were you really ready for that?
mm.
Because it could have happened, and then you could have lost that whatever it was because you weren't ready to hold on to it, to carry it out further. So a lot of time it don't happen when you want to, but just keep at it. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to.
It'll happen
Just
when
be
it.
prepared now. You gotta be prepared now
Mm.
for when it comes. You know what I mean? So you can be steadfast. So yeah.
Another thing, Coach, that'll solve a lot of our problems if we stop chasing love, stop chasing attention, and stop chasing approval. If you stop chasing love, stop chasing attention, and stop
Tension.
chasing approval.
I had a conversation with someone was it yesterday. And I asked, do you know the definition of love?
Mm,
I said, because you act like you're afraid of the word. It's just a strong liking.
that's all it is.
That's it.
That's all
It's
it
a
is.
strong liking. That's all.
That's all it
That's
is.
it.
That's
You know?
all it is.
So,
That's all it is.
yeah,
I say all the time, a lot of times we've been using words all our life, but a lot of us don't know the true meaning of it. That's why
you
some
know,
words are used to trigger us when we get angry or
yeah.
mad about this and that. You really don't know that the word is
Mm,
just simply saying something that's simple. And then you
yeah.
taking the word love and people using that word in vain, using it the wrong way, because they're using it negatively. You know, I did this. You can hurt somebody talking about you did it in the name of love. Now
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's crazy. Because
Because if you truly love that person or truly love yourself, you don't want them, you want the best for them. And
absolutely.
here's the key part, and that's why I explain them too. When you love someone or love someone, you want the best for them, whether they're with you or not. You want the best for that person.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
want to know, man, he's doing great, she's doing great, and that's it. I don't think people are used to that genuine love, man. Hey, man, I want to make sure you straight, you good, everything's straight. You doing your best. It's just like what we doing right here. We giving you gems for life, gems for your life. That's all we doing. We want you to be great. We want you to do great. I don't think people can grasp that because it's not normal. It really is not normal. You think about it.
Absolutely.
So you want what you want in return? You doing great. It's doing great. Hey, hey, really. But the society in which we live in, the world in which we live in, man, it's hard to really people to accept that.
I already know.
You know.
And coach,
So
I'm gonna leave it right here. 'Cause like I said, it could have been a series. I got a million more of them, but I'm gonna do this last one. You got to believe in yourself and learn to love yourself. It'll solve a lot of your problems.
man, that's numero uno, man. Start with you. You know what I mean? Start with you.
I'm done, coach. You got 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm gonna leave mine right there. That's it. I'm done.
At the end of the day, man, like I said, all we talking about is life and giving you certain gems, giving you things that can elevate your life. If that's what you want. If like I always say, if you good where you are, you know you don't need elevation, okay, then keep it like that. But pass it on to someone who you know need it, man. You know what I mean? We talk about being honest with yourself. We talk about, assessing your life. All that has to do with you trying to evolve. We can't force you to do it. We can only encourage you to do it. And I try to as it, I guess see an image of a whole lot more of us taking what we saying, incorporating their life and doing better. You know, that's the image I'm, working on to see on a daily basis. You know, hopefully one day we get there. But that's where I'm at, man, because that's what I'm doing in my personal life. So
Absolutely.
either take it or leave it. Tell up to y'all, man. So
Coach, coach, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, coach.
appreciate you too,
And
man.
every time, like I say, when you get that information, I take heed to it. And I'm gonna go take heed to what you just said. I'm gonna take care of myself. And until the next time we come together, I'll holler at you.
All right, same here, man.
Yes, sir.